please rise for the national anthem? O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Good morning. I'm Jason Clark, principal of the Annapolis Valley campus. As we begin this convocation, we'd first like to acknowledge that we are in traditional Mi'kmaq territory. I'd like to offer a warm welcome to our graduates, family, friends, and guests joining us here today, along with all those tuning in through our live stream from around the world. Thank you for being a part of this special day as we celebrate the class of 2017. I'd like to extend our thanks to our singer, Alan Wyrot, and also thank you to our piper, Scott Henderson, for the inspirational processional music. I would now like to introduce the platform guests, and I ask you please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Beginning on my right, Cindy Russell, Academic Chair, School of Access and School of Health and Human Services. The Honorable Leo Gavin, Member of the Legislative Assembly, Kings West. Don Bureau, NSCC President. Amanda Peters, NSCC Board of Governors. Anna Burke, Vice President, Academic. Rosalind Penfoud, Vice President, Organizational Development. Catherine McLean, Vice President, Campuses and Communities. Monica Foster, Vice President, College Services and CFO. And now at the back row right, Michael Purcell, Academic Chair, School of Trades and Technology and School of IT and Creative Industries. John Smith, Manager, Student Services. Belinda Whiting, Campus Assistant Registrar. Ashley DeLong, Associate Registrar. Christine Arsenal, Director, Enrollment and Registrar. Kathleen Allen, Associate Vice President, Enrollment and Student Services. Lucy Canary, Dean, School of Trades and Technology. Marlene McClellan, Dean, School of Health and Human Services. Ian McLeod, Dean, School of IT and Creative Industries. Joe Provo, Dean, School of Access and Flexible Learning. I'd also like to acknowledge some invited guests. Dr. Brian Banks, Chair of Village Commission of Greenwood, and his guest Louise Banks. Joyce D'Entremont, Mountain Lee Lodge. Rod Franklin, Department of Labor and Advanced Education. David Keefe, Executive Director, Geomatics Association of Nova Scotia. Dennis Kingston, former Academic Chair, and Grant and Mary McBurney. Thank you for attending. I now invite Leo Goulavine to the podium to bring greetings.
Good morning, President Borough, Principal Jason Clark, special guests here at the platform, Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those mornings where I'd like to actually be Minister of the Environment rather than Minister of Health, because I'd like to lay claim to such a beautiful day for graduation. It really is a special day out. So on behalf of Premier McNeil and the newly elected government, I want to bring greetings and congratulations to the class of 2017. Well done to each and every one of you. You know, many times, having been at a couple of fine university colleges here in Nova Scotia in my early education days, we sometimes forget about the institution, and in many ways, I think we need to be reminded that NSCC and the Annapolis Valley campus is a leading institution in Canada. We sometimes forget that about the very place where our education is going on. So I feel very strongly about that and about the diploma and the career that you have been well trained for here. And in fact, I see your diploma as the basis of future success. We live in a time of immense change, and the workplace over the next quarter century will change remarkably. But I feel that your diploma from NSCC will be a wonderful anchor for immense success. Today, we also need to really think in terms of the professional setting you're in, but it's also a day that's very much a personal day, a family day, a day to thank faculty, a day to thank your family and those who have stood by during your educational time here at the Annapolis campus. So today, graduates, I say, revel in the day, be very proud, and thank those who have been part of your personal journey to success. Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, everyone. And as was mentioned earlier, my name is Don Bureau. I'm the president of NSCC, and I have the absolute privilege on behalf of the college's 2,000 employees, and in particular, the outstanding faculty and staff here at the Annapolis Valley campus, to address the graduating class of 2017. In a minute, I'll have the honor of presenting you with your diploma or your certificate, but before I do, I want to share a few words with you on the importance of learning being a lifetime endeavor, and my hope that your commitment to learning will extend well beyond today. One of the people who I've had the pleasure of meeting who best embodies the concept of lifelong learning was a recipient of an NSCC honorary diploma from this very campus a few years ago, and that was Canadian astronaut Colonel Chris Hadfield. You see, when Colonel Hadfield was on the International Space Station, he was doing some work with researchers at the AVC, and in recognition of his tremendous lifetime accomplishments, his extraordinary contributions to science, and his outstanding role modeling for all Canadians, we decided to give him an honorary diploma. And it was a very special celebration right here in this gymnasium when we did that. And prior to the ceremony, I had the pleasure of meeting Colonel Hadfield, at which time I asked him about his views on education. And I asked him about the power of continuous learning, and if there was something he'd like me to share with a graduating class in the future. I asked him what key message would he want me to share with graduates. And he said, and I quote, he said, "My advice would be, whether you are working for a large business, running a small enterprise, volunteering in your community, or circling the earth as an astronaut, the rapid pace of change faced by society today requires us all to learn how to continuously learn." He added that we all have a duty. In fact, he called it a civic responsibility to always expect the unexpected and to prepare yourself for such a situation because you never know when you will be called upon to solve a problem at work, to pursue an entrepreneurial opportunity, or to simply provide a helping hand to someone in need, or in essence, to pay forward a kind gesture. And this notion of always having a duty to learn, always to be responsible for sharpening one's axe, has stuck with me. And this year, as I was planning my words to you, the graduating class, a couple of events in my personal life came to mind that I want to share with you that spoke to Colonel Hadfield's advice. First, when I was 18 years old, I was in a very serious single-car accident on a deserted road near our family cottage near Amherst. And the first person on the scene was a retired, very kind lady. She was a retired registered nurse who had become a trainer for the Canadian Red Cross first aid courses. And if it had not been for her commitment to lifelong learning and her willingness to help me that day, I could have easily died. She began to administer first aid, she stopped my bleeding, and she traveled with me in the ambulance to the hospital. And before she was about to leave me in the emergency room, I asked her, I said, "What can I do to possibly repay your care and your kindness?" And she said to me simply, "Someday, take a first aid course, because you never know when you will need it to use those skills when you least expect it." Well, I never forgot her advice and her call to action. And exactly 20 years ago in 1997, while I was working at a different post-secondary institution here in the Valley, in Wolfville, but I won't name which one, I saw a poster on a bulletin board one day advertising a first aid course. And I said to myself, it was time for me now to honor that amazing lady who saved my life, so I signed up and I took the course. And over many weeks, I was very impressed with the modules. They were very much covering the range of topics. They were in great depth, but I wondered, would I ever have to use the skills that I learned? Well, folks, I didn't have to wonder for long, because about a month later, after I completed the course, I was asked to do a favor for a teaching partner of mine at Acadia. He was teaching a course, a distance education course in Digby. He was going to be away for a morning, so he asked me if I could cover his class for him. I said, absolutely, I would. So he told me it was a very small class in Digby with exactly 10 students. They were all very eager, they were all very committed, and it was always 100% attendance. Well, I arrived that day, and the topic he wanted me to talk about was entrepreneurship, because they were very interested, and I had a great passion for entrepreneurship. But when I arrived that morning in Digby, there were only 9 students in the class. And I was informed by one of the students that Sarah, who was expecting a child, had called that morning because she had gone into premature labor and she wouldn't be able to make it to class. I said, no problem. I gave my seminar, and when I was driving back to Wolfville from Digby, on an empty piece of highway, way up ahead I could see a broken down car with the 4-way flashers flashing, and a lady frantically trying to wave down traffic. Well, as I got closer, I pulled over, I rolled my window down, and the first thing I could hear was somebody screaming from the back seat of the broken down car. And as soon as I looked at the lady, she said to me, "Oh, my soul, thank goodness you stopped. Our car broke down and my daughter is in premature labor and she's having a baby in the back seat of the car." So me thinking I was Superman with this new first aid course I'd completed a week ago, I leaped into action. I jumped out of the car, I ran over the back seat, I opened up the door, and sure enough, trust me, there was a young woman about to have a baby. I looked at her and I said to her, "Your name wouldn't be Sarah, would it?" And she looked at me with the most puzzled look on her face and she said, "How in the heck do you know my name?" And I said, "Well, you missed a great seminar this morning, because I'm Don Bureau." And she said, "Oh, my soul," she said, "I so wanted to go to that class on entrepreneurship. Can I get the class notes?" Well, after a few moments, things calmed down a little bit. We were able to get her into my car, and we zoomed down the highway heading towards the Kentville Hospital. And as we drove along, I remembered on the back seat floor was my first aid textbook. So I said to her, "Mother, open that textbook to chapter 8, childbirthing, and tell me what I should be doing here. Remind me." And about every 10 minutes, Sarah would say, "Pull the car over, the baby's coming." So we'd pull over, I'd jump out, run around, all ready, and no, things were okay. I'd jump back in the car and off we'd go. Well, the great news is this. We arrived at the hospital, and she soon thereafter had the baby in the emergency room. And before I was leaving her in the emergency room, she asked me a question. She said, "Don, what can I do to repay you for this?" And my advice to her was simple. I said, "Someday, take a first aid course." Because someday you're going to need to use those skills when you least expect it. She promised me she would do just that, and after one final hug, I continued my journey back to my office, and later that day I got a call from her mother saying that Sarah and the baby were doing just fine. So graduates, as we celebrate the completion of one major stage of your learning, my request of you is simple. In addition to saying take a first aid course someday, please let your time at NSCC be just one of many learning journeys that you undertake during your lives. Because as Chris Hadfield said, lifelong learning is one of the most important of our civic duties because we all have the responsibility to be prepared for the unexpected, and we should always be in a position to pay forward the amazing kindness that we've received during our lives. And when I think about the word kindness, graduates, whether they are family, friends, or amazing NSCC folks, there are individuals in your lives who have shown you great kindness as you have continued and studied here at NSCC. So unbeknownst to you, graduating class of 2017, you haven't officially completed your program quite yet. You have one more assignment to do. And that assignment is take a minute to think about the person or persons who are joining us today who have shown you great kindness during your studies here at the Nova Scotia Community College. And I'm asking you to do that because we have a tradition where I ask the graduating class to please stand up and try to find somebody in the audience who's shown you great kindness and give them a wave as a way to say thank you. So as your last assignment, stand up, graduating class, and find somebody in the audience and give them a nice little wave. And before I conclude, there's one other important group of individuals joining us today that I want to recognize. For decades, our alumni have been driven by a passion to find creative and entrepreneurial ways to give back to their communities with their lifelong learning when faced with the unexpected. So I want to acknowledge our alumni who are joining us today. If you are a past graduate of NSCC or any of our predecessor institutions or schools, or a graduate of CCEDP, would you please stand now to be recognized? And folks, before I conclude, the absolute last group I want to pay special attention to are these wonderful people here with the blue on their gowns. Every single day, these amazing professionals come to the Annapolis Valley campus and give you, our students, their all. So I would ask that all staff of the Annapolis Valley campus to please stand and get a roaring applause from your graduating class. So in conclusion, and on behalf of the entire college, it gives me great pleasure to say congratulations, and I want you to promise me one thing. After you walk across this stage this morning, I'd ask that you please commit to a life of learning so that you're always ready when faced with the unexpected and you're always able to pay forward the many gifts and abilities that you now have. Again, congratulations, and thank you for choosing NSCC. Well done.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Michael Purcell, and I am the Chair of Trades and Technology and IT and Creative Industries at the Annapolis Valley campus. We will now present the certificates, awards, and advanced diplomas. But before I begin, it is our tradition to ask the faculty who have taught the graduates to greet them as they come off the stage, congratulate them on their accomplishments, and present them with their NSCC alumni pins. I encourage each graduate to take the time in receiving their credentials, to enjoy the experience, and to allow their families and friends to come forward and take pictures as well. As the flow of graduates to and from the stage must be maintained, I would ask that you return to your seats after capturing that special moment, so others may have the same opportunity. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credentials in the Schools of Trade and Technology for the Certificate in Plumbing. Kyle Bell. Amber Berry, honors. Benjamin Everhart. Mitchell Francis. Justin Gates. Neil Hood. Kyle Monroe. Dallas Murray. Josh O'Reilly. Derek Vinson. Mr. President, the graduates in plumbing. For the information of the audience, those students whose names appear in the program but who are unable to be with us today are automatically admitted to their respective certificates or diplomas. Mr. President, the candidates for the certificate in survey technician. Reese Huey. Preston Jameson. Jeffrey Jordan. Lars Magnuson. Logan Ryer. Raymond Saba. Mr. President, the graduates in survey technician. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Energy Sustainability, Engineering Technology. Leighton Croft. Lucas Doran. Davis Gosse. Michael Kennedy. Andrew Robinson. Stephen Vezina, honors. Jacob Woods. Mr. President, the graduates in Energy Sustainability Engineering Technology. Mr. President, the candidates for Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Cartography. Andrew Brophy. Zachary Fredericks, honors. Noah McLaughlin, honors. Monica Rivers, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Cartography. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Community and Environmental Planning. Randall Fredericks. Sarah Jeremy. Mr. President, the graduates in Geographic Sciences, Community Environmental Planning. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Geographic Information Systems. Ian Foley. Kyle Grace. James McNutt. Christopher Slonwhite. Dovin Watson. Mr. President, the graduates in Geographic Sciences, Geographic Information Systems. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Remote Sensing. Katie Shute. Stuart McDonald. Douglas Timchuk. One more time, Douglas Timchuk. Mr. President, the graduates in Geographic Sciences, Remote Sensing. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma, Geomatics Engineering Technology. Sharon Curry-Vino. Brandon Sherwa. Derek McKean. Mr. President, the graduates in Geomatics Engineering Technology. Mr. President, the candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Geographic Information Systems. Haley Buck. Laura Day. Kent Foster, honors. Alex Gallagher. George Garrow, honors. Zoe Goodyear, honors. Zicheng Lu. William. Thank you. Congratulations. Kathleen McLaughlin, honors. Matthew Muse Stallion. Heather Page, honors. Kimberly Penny. Colin Rennie. Bethany Scott. Joshua Staboon. Last one. Joey Taylor. Mr. President, the graduates in Advanced Diploma, Geographic Information Systems. Mr. President, the candidates for the Advanced Diploma, Geographic Sciences, Geographic Information Systems Business. Skylar Kesey Hu. Mr. President, the graduates in Geographic Information Systems for Business. Mr. President, the candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Geographic Sciences, Remote Sensing. Sarah Burns. Haley LeBlanc. Samantha Lewis, honors. Sean McIntosh. Francois Melifon. Peter Neve. Emma Tompkins, honors. Lucas Van Rostel. Alan Wyrot, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in Geographic Sciences, Remote Sensing. Mr. President, the candidates for Advanced Diploma in Marine Geomatics. Arthur Hoyt. Jonathan Linehan. Kathy McDonald. Rory McKenzie. Benjamin Morgan, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in marine geomatics.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Russell. I am the academic chair of the School of Health and Human Services and the School of Access. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credentials in the School of Health and Human Services. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Continuing Care, Sonia Bannister. Jennifer Bezanson, honors. Emily Bulby Burns. Jacinda Bruce. Madeline Budd. Liam D. Honors. Trisha Durling. Serena Frost. Krista McDonald. Marie Marshall, honors. Laura Palmer. Liesl Perry. Shayla Ramey, honors. Chevelle Roberts. Graydon Smith. Sherry Sproul. Miranda Taylor. Erica Vino. Laura Whitfield, honors. Cassidy Whitman. Mr. President, the graduates in continuing care. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in cosmetology. Keisha Cole. Caitlin Crocetti. Bailey Huntley. Caitlin Knight, honors. Amanda Locke, honors. Kristen McNutt, honors. Victoria Moore. Heidi Scottney Kinsman, honors. Heather Studley, honors. Ashley Way, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in cosmetology. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Criminal Justice. Megan McDonald. Christina Scott. Brandon Zwicker. Mr. President, the graduates in criminal justice. Mr. President, the candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Behavioral Interventions. Jillian Balcom, honors. Sierra D. Ambrose, honors. Naomi Downey, honors. Niraj Nithyanandan, honors. Emily Reuter, honors. Anna Silver, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in behavioral interventions.
Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all requirements for the credentials in the School of IT and Creative Industries for the Diploma in Graphic Design. Melanie Bouchard, Honors. Cassidy Harris. Devin McKillop, Honors. Jessica O'Leary, Honors. Mr. President, the graduates in graphic design. Mr. President, the candidates for Diploma in Information Technology, Programming. Donald Bedard. Mr. President, the graduates in Information Technology Programming. Mr. President, the candidates for Diploma in Information Technology, Systems Management and Networking. Liam Bolin. Alexander Fontaine. Charlie Vesey. Mr. President, the graduates in Information Technology, System Management, Networking.
Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Access. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate of Accomplishment in Achieve. Serena Carlton Neal. Brittany Coles. Caleb Corbin. Samantha Kraus. Ryan Derling. Kaylee Frazier. Nathan Galway. Cody Gould. Petra Haynes. Austin Hickman. Cody Langell. Jaslyn Lee. Robert Ripley Skinner. Ryan Thompson Hagan. Mr. President, the graduates in Achieve. Mr. President, the candidates for the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. Joseph Arsenault, Honors. Robert Ashcroft, Honors. Dylan Hines, Honors. Amanda Morrow. Jamie Tebow. Mr. President, the graduates for the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. Mr. President and invited guests, I present to you the 2017 graduating class of the Annapolis Valley Campus, Nova Scotia Community College.
Mr. President, invited guests, good afternoon. My name is John Smith. I'm the Manager of Student Services here at the Annapolis Valley Campus. Each year, we hold 2 student award ceremonies at our campus. One was held several weeks ago at the Center of Geographic Sciences, and the second was held just last week here at Middleton. At each event, we recognized students from each program for their outstanding achievement and contribution to class and industry. I would like to call upon those students who were honored at either one of these events to please stand now and be recognized for their achievements. I now have the distinct pleasure of presenting to you the major award recipients of the Annapolis Valley Campus Convocation 2017. They have not only achieved academic excellence in their respective programs, but they've contributed to the college, encouraged classmates, and assisted their communities. Their accomplishments are an inspiration to us all. Now, the 5 major awards are listed in the back of your program. Award winners from this ceremony will come forward as I announce their names, and I will call upon one of our stage guests to present the award. We now welcome our MLA, Leo Glavine, to present the Governor General Academic Medal. The Governor General's Academic Medal is awarded to a graduating student who has achieved the highest academic standing in a diploma program. This year's recipient of the Governor General's Academic Medal, a graduate of the Behavioral Interventions Program, is Sierra Dambros. The Board of Governors Award. We now welcome our board representative, Amanda Peters, to the front of the stage to present the Board of Governors Award. This award is given to a graduating student of a college diploma program who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and contributed to campus and community activities. This year's recipient of the Board of Governors Award, a graduate of the Energy, Sustainability, Engineering, Technology program, is Davis Gosse. NSCC Foundation Award. We now welcome our Vice President, Campuses and Communities, Catherine McLean, to the front of the stage to present the NSCC Foundation Award. The Nova Scotia Community College Foundation Award is presented to a graduating student of a college program who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and whose service and leadership has made the difference in the lives of others. This year's recipient of the NSCC Foundation Award, a graduate of the Behavioral Interventions Program, is Naomi Downey. The President's Award. I'll now call upon our President, Don Bureau, to the front of the stage to present the President's Award. This is awarded to the graduating student of a college certificate program who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and contributed to campus and community activities. This year's recipient of the President's Award, a graduate of the Continuing Care program, is Liam D. The Nova Scotia Community College Gold Medal is presented to a graduating student of a college certificate program who has achieved the highest academic standing. This year's recipient of the NSCC Medal, who unfortunately could not join us here today but will be sure to present it at a later date, is a graduate of our plumbing program, is Joshua Boulard. Mr. President and invited guests, I present to you the 2017 award winners for the Annapolis Valley Campus, Nova Scotia Community College. It's now my pleasure to introduce our valedictory addresses for the day. I'll now ask Davis Gosse, who's graduating from the Energy, Sustainability, and Engineering Technology program, to come forward and present our first address. Now, when he came to us, Davis was looking for a post-secondary education that provided a practical, hands-on learning experience that would increase his potential to find rewarding work. Well, he got this and much more. I think he'll agree and share with us that he's learned a great deal about himself during his time at Middleton. And what we found out about Davis is that he's a thoughtful and supportive individual who stepped up and took on very important leadership roles, particularly with our student association. His vision, coupled with desire to enhance the learning experience for all of us at AVC Middleton, has made a big difference in the lives of our students. Mr. President, invited guests, please join me in welcoming Davis Gosse to the podium.
Good morning, family, friends, faculty, platform guests, and fellow graduates. We are all gathered here today to celebrate. Today we close one chapter of our lives, and tomorrow we embark on a new journey. It has been a joyful, exciting, and fun year. It has also been a stressful, difficult, and a mostly snowy winter. There were those late nights of cramming work, which made the days go by slow. Now we find ourselves asking where the time went. The things I will remember most about this year were gathering together for turkey dinner while listening to Christmas jingles, celebrating our birthday party with spaghetti and salad, playing board games on Wednesdays, celebrating the Halloween costume party with a holy cow and Phil Kessel's long-lost brother. One thing I have learned most about this campus is there is nothing that brings everyone together like free food. If you cook it, they will come. We have a lot to be proud of, and we also have a lot to be thankful for. We must thank our family and friends for showing continuous support and love throughout this journey. We must thank the staff here for their hard work and their commitment to supporting student needs. We must thank our faculty for sharing their time, knowledge, and experience to prepare us for what lies ahead. And lastly, we must also thank each other. Thank each other for the laughs we have shared and the friendships we have created. We must also recognize the students here today who volunteered their time to help others. We should recognize the organizers of the Angel Tree and Midden Tree Foundations, the members of the Sustainability Committee, those who made donations to the clothing swap, those who helped plant seeds in the courtyard, and those who volunteered for peer tutoring. Milton is a small place, I'll say that. But it's the small things in life you often cherish. We may not have had any varsity sport teams or any big homecoming parties, but one thing we have is a real tight community, a quality of education that will give us the necessary and relevant skills for future careers. Everyone came to NSCC for a quality education, but many of us came for different reasons. Some of us came here knowing exactly what we want to do in life, and some of us didn't. Some of us still don't know what we want to do, and chances are you may not know for a while. But that's okay. One thing for certain is that we have all made a step in the right direction together. We have learned a lot in our specific programs, but we have also learned a lot about ourselves and what we are capable of doing. We are capable of more than just completing exams, lectures, essays, and presentations. Education is about taking risk. It is growth. It is inspiring others. It is inspiring ourselves. It is discovering new things, but most of all, it is opportunity. We are giving ourselves a better opportunity in life, a better opportunity for our children, and maybe even giving our parents an opportunity to finally retire. It's been an interesting year, but it must come to an end. But before we close this chapter together, cherish the memories, cherish the friendships, and be proud of what you accomplished today. It always seems impossible until it's done. Now I'd like to leave you with one last statement, something we have all heard echo through the halls from one of our fellow students, Kirk Grady, aka Flash. Everyone's a winner, baby!
Award. Thank you, Davis. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Davis. Now I'll ask Zachary Fredericks, who's graduating from the Geographic Sciences Diploma Program, to come forward to present the second valedictory address for our convocation. Now, Zachary was drawn to COGS for the learning environment, the reputation for excellence, and the first-class education that he would find here. He found this and much more. He discovered the power of friendship and the importance of community. Zachary has had quite an impact on our COGS community. He worked with us all last summer in making significant contributions to our ongoing project to digitize our valuable map collection at COGS. His valued work will be appreciated for many years to come. And while in his second year with us, notwithstanding his workload, studies, Zachary always found time to provide timely and effective mentoring to first-year students. You see, he was paying it forward for the support he himself had received as a first-year student. And I understand from all accounts that Zachary set the standard for excellence in mentoring, and he will have left a tradition of support for others to emulate. Mr. President, invited guests, please join me in welcoming Zachary Fredericks to the podium.
Oop. Thank you. Made me blush a little bit there. Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, faculty, parents, husbands, wives, children, siblings, and of course, graduates of 2017. I stand here today looking out to the crowd, thinking where have the last 2 years of my life gone? For weeks on end, I'd wished this day would just come. And now that it is here, and although I may be smiling, I can truthfully say I'm saddened. Sad, not because I'm leaving behind insurmountable amounts of homework, late nights, caffeine, cheap microwavable dinners. And no, not because I'm leaving behind beautiful Lawrencetown with its charming character, its riverside, and its 350 beers at the Legion. No, I'm sad because today I'm leaving behind family and friends that have had the utmost profound impact on my life. It is well known that the Nova Scotia Community College upholds top standards for providing post-secondary education. But it's also no secret that upon graduation, we stand as COGS alumni. Yes, we stand with our chins high and our chests puffed, but there is one factor that defines COGS as well as NSCC, and that is community. As an aspiring musician with a deep-rooted passion, I have lived the majority of my life to a soundtrack, each pinnacle point defined by a musical composition best suited to describe that exact time and place. Now, countless pieces could best describe my time here at COGS. For instance, Jackson Browne's Running on Empty, the Bee Gees' Staying Alive, AC/DC's Highway to Hell, the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil, and the Eagles' Take It to the Limit. Or actually, a better song by the Eagles, Tequila Sunrise. Isn't that right, Preston? However, the one song that best describes this point in time would be the Beatles' timeless classic, With a Little Help from My Friends. For if not the inspiration, the guidance, and loving assurance provided by my classmates and faculty, I surely would not have made it. I would bet my bottom dollar that there is no other environment like COGS in Canada. To think the small village of Lawrencetown, Nova Scotia, between its cow patties and its apple orchards, can bring such a vast abundance of diversity together year after year. I leave here today knowing that in the last 20 months, I have shaken hands, raised a glass, or shared laughs with an individual from each province of this great country, as well as 3 separate continents, all with unique history and background. I leave here today knowing that I have made lifelong friendships with some incredible people who otherwise would be halfway around the world. I'm talking about you, William Lou, wherever you are, buddy. I love you, buddy. To think how fortunate I have been to sit around a table on a Friday night and hear tales stretching from breathtaking British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Bull Quebec, Ontario, New Brunswick, PEI, Little Old Cape Breton Island, and Lower Tundra, Newfoundland and Labrador. Yes, only an environment such as COGS can make this happen. And as baffled as I am to hear myself say this today, I would gladly trade another year of my life to have that experience all over again. There's something to be said about a COGS graduate. Yes, we are map nerds, we are techies, and we are grungy surveyors. We drink ridiculous amounts of coffee and beer. We spend a bulk of our student loans on Patty's lunches. Thank you, Patty. But there is one underlining factor that trumps them all. As you look out amongst your fellow graduates, realize that there is someone who in this past year has lost a loved one, ended a relationship, been in financial distress, or just had the weight of the world bring them down. But they did not give up, and you did not give up. Today we stand, COGS alumni, and say together, we did not give up. The old saying holds true, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I may be a little biased in saying this, but there is no one tougher than a COGS graduate. With that said, it's not only the students who make COGS such an amazing experience. Much like a superhero comic book or an early morning Saturday cartoon, the COGS faculty are characters all on their own. From that sideways smile Neil Omrod gives you when he knows you've answered your own question. Mark Hebert's hilariously dry dad jokes. Pierce Churchill's amazing ability to tell you the same story 5 separate times and each time be as funny as the first. Charlotte's youthful enthusiasm, Monica Lloyd's undisputed nurturing heart, Rob Hodder's playful jabs at Jim Norton, hello, hello, and of course, Miss Ada Chung's belly-busting laugh that can be heard from all corners of the building. That one. Yes, the foundation of COG starts with faculty, and it is the root of passion and inspiration that they pass on year after year that allows for us, COG's graduates, to storm off into this world confident and prepared. I could honestly stand here today and thank every single one of you, both students and faculty, for as one reason or another, you have influenced my life tremendously. However, I would like to take this time and thank a few special individuals who I personally think do not get enough thanks for what they do. I would like to start by thanking Michael Sirocco, and Mike, if you could raise your hand and just give everybody a wave. Here stands a man who goes above and beyond the duties of his job each and every day. Not because he wants to impress his coworkers, not because he wants to impress his boss to get that big raise, even though we know he deserves it. But because he cares so much for the students' well-being. I'm not even sure if Mike knows the impact he has had on not just my life, but so many other students beforehand. Now, with that said, Mike knew I was going to be thanking him today. As a valedictorian candidate, I was to present my speech to a panel of 3 faculty members, Mike being one of them, and about 20 of my peers. What Mike doesn't know is that after I presented my speech, 3 of those 20 students approached me to share how much of an impact Mike has had on them as well. So, if I do the math, and I have done this 3 or 4 times, so my numbers are good. 4 students of 20, that's roughly 40 students out of 200 a year. That's 200 students every 5 years, and 400 every 10, and so on. The lesson Mike has taught myself and those 40 students cannot be gained through late-night study sessions, final exams, and semester-long projects. The lesson of compassion, empathy, and outright caring can only be taught in example. And it is in the example that Mike leads that allows for myself and those 40 other students to continue on in this world, knowing the impact that 10 minutes of your time, an ear to listen, and a shoulder to cry on can have on someone's life. So thank you, Mike. I hope someday you are truly recognized for everything you do for us, the students, and for NSCC. Mama Patty Joe, my heart and belly, thank you. Not only have you kept us all fed, but you're also an ear to vent to and a smile we could always count on. You are truly a saint. Monica Lloyd, your passion and excitement have made every day an adventure. The list of things I could thank you for is as long as my arm. But to keep it short, thank you for not giving up on me. You are the future of our cartography program, and to say that our future is bright would be an understatement. And lastly, I cannot stand here today, a cartography graduate from the Center of Geographic Sciences, and not thank this person. From the moment I walked into the building at 50 Lawrencetown Road, I was in complete admiration of this woman, not just because of her impeccable style, her witty charm, and her incredible sense of humor, but because at 5'4", she walked taller than any other individual there. In life, they say confidence is the key. Well, then by God, in that case, she's the locksmith. Yes, the technical skills and knowledge I have gained under her guidance will follow me throughout my professional career. But it's the life lessons that will follow me wherever I go. Be an individual, honest and unafraid, and most of all, stand for who you are and don't ever back down. Yes, there have been times where she figuratively knocked me down, but she was always there to guide me back up and help me surpass the limitations I had unknowingly set upon myself. For some time now, there's been one piece of advice passed from the graduates to newcomers at COGS. Look out for Ada Chung. Now, after 22 years, that piece of advice will only be a fabled story in the wind and a legend in its own right. So from the bottom of my heart, Ada, and on behalf of myself, your last graduating cartography class, the cartography classes so many years before us, your colleagues, and every cartographer out there, thank you not just for the wisdom and the laughs, but most of all, for being you. I think all right. Now, before I leave, I think it would only be fitting that the last words I pass on to you, my family and friends, would be in the form of a song. Oh, so keep smiling through, just like you always do. To the blue skies, chase the dark clouds far away. And won't you please say hello to the folks that I know and tell them I won't be long. And they'll be happy to know as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. I don't know where, I don't know when, but we'll meet again some sunny day. Thank you.
Jason has a presentation.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. I do appreciate it. Sure, hold on. That's it. That's me. That's you. Thank you so much.
Jason, jump to you.
Well, we're on the home stretch. I don't know what to say because I can't follow that, that's for sure. Graduates, on behalf of the Annapolis Valley campus staff, from both COGS and Milton, I'd like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to you and your families. What you have accomplished is amazing, and we are so very proud of you. We wish you continued success on whatever pathway and journey you choose from here. In case any of your friends or family are not here today, the ceremony will be available to view at a later date on NSCC's YouTube channel. This brings us to the end of today's convocation proceedings. We invite everyone to join for a reception in the cafeteria immediately following the ceremony. I want to extend a special thank you to all those employees who contributed to making this convocation ceremony a truly special event. During the recessional, the stage guests, led by our president, followed by staff, and then graduates will leave the auditorium. Would you please stand as you are able for the recessional and remain standing until the stage party, staff, and graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you very much.